Saints Rocket League, to be or not to be, that is thy question. To be. How you doing, by the way? Oh, the ads are about to start. Meow! Hello, Jimmy. How you doing? Our Twitch friends are stuck in an ad for a little bit, but they'll be back soon. Either way, I guess not to be. um, But apart from my friend, I'm on a call with saying strip but booty naked and oil up. Okay. But yeah, we got this panel finished. So I'm just gonna scroll it for you guys. It's so funny. It's like, you know, the texture pop up in I guess games. I don't know why it's doing that, but I guess it's just something to do with the software. But yeah, maybe it's also to do with this monitor that I'm using. The resolution is probably not that high on it or something. So we have our 4 pages. And I'm going to take a little break from pushing through pages. I'm going to hello Luna, and yeah, it's me. Your character is still the same. I thought you were going to change it. Yeah, I was, but I have so much stuff. I have so much directions that I'm being pulled in. Um, Maybe we can try that because I'm gonna be sketching some characters. So actually, I want to use. Wait, okay, I can try to do the material registration with this file because I think I've customized it more and it's gotten a lot more features on it that I want to create as a material. I'm hoping it's not gonna lag or something. At least not badly. Let's see. So basically what you can do in Clip Studio is you can create a file. In this case, this is the file that I've created with all the layers arranged how you want them to be arranged. And you can save it as a template so it has everything and all the settings saved the way you want it to, so you don't have to set things up each time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a material for that. Man, even the irregular regulars are calling you up and for not getting that monster station guy design. Yeah, it is what it is. Stream elements bot running. Learn how to customize bot. It's never done that message before on YouTube. I wonder if there's something that I need to adjust in the documents. It's not supposed to do that. Oh well. But yeah, register as a template. So this way I can get this to load up anytime I want. I think maybe I'll have to delete the original template first, but we'll see. And just be your profile? Or do you mean the profile image that I have? Like the display picture icon thingy? The one here? That's that's well, it's not the first drawing I ever posted online, but a couple years back, I decided that okay, I'm gonna start posting art online, and that's the first drawing that I posted. So like if you go to my Instagram or something and you scroll all the way down, you'll see that one. But yeah, let me save this thing here. That's why I have it as the icon. It's not because of probably should have changed it a long time ago, but or maybe I'll just keep it as is. Because it's kind of like it's been years now. Might as well just keep it the way it is. Gray template. If I have to change the name of this thing, maybe I'll use like manga template or something. Where should I save? Manga material, is that here? Framing template, gray template. I'll just put a plus just in case. Or actually, let me see if it detects it. Framing. Alright, so now if I make a new file, it should let me load up a file with that template. Oh yeah, you're studying Korean, right? I don't know what this says. Copy. And I have to paste it. Translate it? I will. Either way, did I ask how you were doing, Jimmy? I don't remember. I think I just asked generally, but yeah. How's everyone doing? Translate. Are you studying right now, maybe? Oh, it's me. I see. Yeah, it just it popped up my stuff. So I guess that's how you spell my name and stuff in Korean. It's me, yeah. Nope, but I'm good. That's good. Well, okay, so um my program is frozen or okay, never mind, it's not frozen. It just loaded up this thing on another screen. Template. Gray enabled. Alright, gray template. Alright, that's why it didn't do that. I can get rid of this. It's not looking up. Okay, maybe I need to go in the actual file to do that. But yeah, I can click this. Custom box. 6,000 by 6,000. That's a bit much. Let's reduce that to like 3,000. 300 megapixels. Template. Let's load that back up again. Time lapse off, yeah. All right, let's see how long it takes to load. That was fast, actually. So yeah, cool. My dog is licking me. What is the purpose of this live stream? The live stream is to likely struggle, but try to get some consistent characters. Like the faces. This was how the prior panel turned out. But gonna have to get more of the characters in, so I need to get their expressions and stuff like that figured out. I think I'm gonna get rid of the panel layer because I don't really need that. Yeah, alrighty, so we can start sketching. But yeah, how you doing, chef? You guys hear me humming, it's because I'm listening to music. It's audible on Twitch. It's basically the Arknight soundtrack. What is the purpose of his live stream? Art. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Typically, what I would have done in the past, I guess, is... Oh, wait, let me get rid of that layer first. I mean that template. Yeah, so gray enabled was the old one. I can get rid of that. And now we just have that one. Cool. Streamer draws, witnesses craft. Behold, a circle, and the circle is gone. Yeah. I'm doing well. I hope you're... Yeah, I am. Good to hear you're doing well. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I would normally draw, right? I would draw the circle, and then I'd shape things. Um, and that's how, I guess, most artists draw. It's a construction method, right? Everyone has like a slightly different version um, to kind of figure out the proportions and all that kind of stuff, and then whatever level of satisfaction they get from the figuring out the sketch of it, they kind of like draw over it, right? So some insane idea that I got was, what if I just skip this stage and just commit more of my brain power to the actual drawing and just do it in like a one and go, which was like, it's possible because there are artists who have done it, but it's very difficult to do. Yeah, circles back. And it's not like this method is without purpose at all, because I can technically still use it to, like, for example, paint, right? Because when you paint, a lot of what you're doing is going to be um, drawn over top of. Oh, wait, let me make a file for this. Save desktop, yes. Sketches. Okay, so let's just add an X at the back and yeah, okay. Cool. Hey Elk, how you doing? We're gonna be doing character sketches today. But I hope you've been well. How's the growth? Are you still favored by the algorithm? Or has it slowed down? Go have a good day. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, Jimmy, and you have a good one. Didn't go live today because I had work and went to my grandma's house afterwards. Gotcha. One of the things I didn't like about this method is that I'm always drawing characters bold. I'm at 1.1k subs? Damn. So yeah, you are favored by the algorithm still because I think yesterday you told me it was 700 or what was it 900? I can't remember. Bro, that's crazy. Bye bye, Jimmy. Man, I'm at 1.1k of points. Oh, okay. I see. That'd be crazy if it was like already over 1k in subs. Just so you know, this guy has been even more silly. Oh, how mysterious. The silly guy is back. Dude, I thought that was you talking on YouTube. No, I know who it is though. this brush, I think it works best when I and try to incorporate both shading and sketching at the same time. So it's probably a style of art that I can look into for like a specific story, something more fantasy probably, something I can maybe even color over because yeah, um, this brush will work well with blending colors and stuff. I'm muted on YouTube. That's impossible. The silly guy is being silly, huh? Maybe. Maybe your computer was getting a little silly. Oh, your phone. This reminds me of a character, but I can't place it. I guess it could remind people of different characters too, though. Maybe that chick from Claymore, Teresa or something. I don't know. Anyway, bye again. Yeah, that was Jimmy, just so everyone knows. Got the head down quick. You're able to do that without constructing consistently. Um, Consistently, yeah, I would say it's certain views though that will be difficult, but it was difficult even when I was doing consistent or doing a construction. So for example, it's the typical one that you would imagine being difficult. Um, oh no, you just move this to the side or something. What's going on here? It's lagging. Okay. Uh, this is too extreme actually. This angle. But basically, what I was gonna go for was like the bottom of the head type of angle. They always look goofy. It's not necessarily something you need to draw a lot of, but yeah, this angle is too extreme. It's like when the features are like this, and you get like at the other side of the face. Okay, that's already wrong. Because the proportions change depending on the angle of the face. Like they appear to change, I should say. Yeah, it's really hard to do this well because I don't really have much practice with it. I should probably be doing that instead of trying to get the characters consistent, even though that's also important. But it's more of an exercise that's really boring to do, or like to study, I guess. So I'll do that off. I'll do this like practice off stream, and I'll go back to the characters in a bit. So yeah, if it's like a standard angle, I can do that fast. But if it's like a complicated angle like this, I have to like kind of figure things out a lot more, and it doesn't look good. Weird ass. Could be approached with a different technique, I guess. But if I'm doing like a drawing technique, it's too difficult. I think maybe like if I were approaching it with like a shaping technique, where you kind of carve the shape until it looks right, and then you add like details, I could probably do it faster. I'm trying to transition to that technique right now. I believe that was 8 minutes of work right then. For that being a really difficult angle, you got the major part of it down. Major part, yeah. Yeah, like I know what I need to do, but I just haven't really practiced the angle much. And there's a bunch of other ones, of course,
Care package on the way.
that need to dedicate some more practice to. Care package. Let me see. Thank you, Oak. Maybe I'll grab a coffee later. That's the wrong way to draw the eye from this angle. If it's looking at the viewer, at least it should be like this. Still kind of looks tarted, but that's fine. No, I don't really like it. I have to practice that more. That angle's ass. But yeah, let me do what I actually came here to do, which is the non-construction method with the characters that I'm supposed to be drawing. I'll just stick to the comfortable angles. Comfortable. Uh, I'm thinking about this as if like, okay, I have a panel here to draw, and I'm drawing this character in the panel. I should probably put my glasses on. The one I'm going for right now is Sam. Giving her kind of a childish draw here. Oh, we can sharpen it. I'm way more engaged with drawing when I do this method, even though it's so much harder. There's a lot of thought that I still need to put into it though, in terms of like process. So like maybe there's parts of it where I could be a lot more bold, I guess. Kind of how like when I use a sketch brush, I just kind of switch to like a paint mode in my brain. And I just use the brush that way to kind of get like a painterly feeling. Something I've been thinking about, like how I switch gears, right? Between writing and drawing, and then different types of drawing, or like drawing and painting. With inking, I've been trying to think of it more along the lines of mark making, and I just have to learn the correct places to put the marks rather than like, okay, I'm drawing a person's face. I'm more so arranging marks that are going to turn out to look like a person's face. And I'm trying to visualize where those marks should go. And that method has lended to like a less analytic approach to drawing, I guess. So like I'm less concerned with like, oh, I'm like making these marks out of a line, or this form isn't outlined properly, because I'm going to throw tones and everything over it anyways. So yeah, I'm not drawing like a schematic to build a rocket ship or something. Is basically what I should be um, pushing in my arts. So setting up limits, I guess, then filling in slowly with inking. I think uh, limits as in wait, what do you mean exactly? Hard to describe. I think I may just understand what you mean at least. Yeah, it's hard for me to describe, but yeah. So like, I guess one way, because I'm on the eyebrows right now, I guess one way to just show it is like instead of drawing the eyebrows like this, um, I'm gonna draw them in like a more impressionistic way. Um, and then at a part here, I'm going to indicate some hair texture, and then that's it. That's the eyebrow. And if I need more definition, like with light and shadow and stuff, I'll just scrape in what I need. Another thing, I guess the eye is an easier way of showing it because I'm just trying to think of mark making, right? Instead of drawing like a full ass circle and try to measure it to make sure that, oh, this eye is in the correct position of this part of the face over here and it lines up perfectly with the other one. I'm just going to make it look right and I'm just going to kind of mark the area to look like, the eye is there. Okay, yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah. So less contour, outline kind of thought process, and more um, just lines. And trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, which is easier to do when I'm doing something difficult. Um, to make sure that I'm placing the lines in as close to the correct place as I can. This was supposed to be Sam. It's kind of drifting, but I think I can bring it back when I add her hair. Basically, another way of thinking about what I'm doing, I guess. I always bring things back to gamer terms because that's easy for me to understand. But basically, I'm specking into an intuition based tree um, instead of, say, like a dex based. Well, I guess there's some dexterity, but um, basically, I'm specking into a different part of the tree. So my abilities aren't necessarily going to be um, performing as highly right now. Like in terms of speed, I've slowed down quite a bit, I think. But eventually we'll get back the speed and probably more because this method, once it takes off, should eliminate a lot of the busy work. Well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, have a good rest. Oh, thanks for stopping by as usual. And I'll see you when I see you. See you around day. Yeah. Before I switch back to the comic page to like see how I'm doing, I'm just gonna keep going with how I feel about the character, I guess. I need to make her a little sharper, so I'm gonna cut that cheek. I'm gonna cut that cheek down a bit. If you just hate the character's design, all you gotta do is kill him off early. Right? I don't know who's gonna live and who's gonna die yet. Um, and I don't really want to do the thing where I'll kill the character that the people like the most. I just kind of want to see how it happens and what themes can be reinforced. Like if it's a heroicism or something, a masculine theme or something that can be reinforced. I don't know. I'll see. Do you have those themes truly locked down, or still up in the air on some? On like on the primary themes, it's still authenticity, as it was in the beginning. But for like secondary support themes, I guess. Oh wait, I don't even have it open. There's like ideas that I'm tossing around that not entirely sure how to portray it because I don't have the entire outline kind of built, right? But I know that authenticity is the key central theme. Um, okay, it's not here. Okay, so there's a couple other themes. Um, my idea of love is that it's essentially synonymous almost with sacrifice. Like it can't. You have to have a selfless component for it to be love. So I want to look into that, see if I can put that in. There's heroism, of course. Romance and marriage. The couple that's there, I don't. Do I kill them? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. Let's see. Like if I have to kill them off. Uh, familiarity versus trust. Politeness versus care. Shows kindness. Um, reason versus intuition. Like we can. That one's pretty obvious how that's gonna kind of play in, right? Like the rationale, rationality, logical kind of side of the characters versus their intuition or instinctual kind of side. Good man versus deranged man. So this one is vague here, but this is in reference to uh, the hunter. Because on one hand, you can say that he's hunting down this thing, revenge for his family, etc., etc. But his methods are gonna start getting revealed to be more and more questionable, and it's gonna reveal by the end of it. It's gonna be revealed that no, he's completely out of his mind. Like from the beginning of the thing, he was completely out of his mind. But I'll let that develop uh, a bit more. Like they'll basically discover things about him as the thing goes on. They're not going to like. I even want to maybe make it so that the audience trusts him. Like it's kind of like a red herring thing where you suspect the character at first, but then you learn to trust him, and then wait a second, these details are coming together, and suddenly he's suspicious again. But you start to question, is he guilty of this and that or whatever? And it's details that I have to establish pretty early on, like the cabin, um, there's going to be like a journal and stuff like that that they don't really understand the contents of until later on in the story, or maybe they don't necessarily understand it at all. The audience kind of maybe might put that piece together, um, about what those parts of the journal mean. Like for example, one of the things that I thought of was there's going to be part of the journal where it has, for instance, like 5, and then it has, what date would it be? Let's say like September, uh, September, no, 29th or something. I don't know. Whenever the date is that they kind of show up, right? But it'll be like a list of other things. Like so, it'll be like a number, a number, a number, number, a number, a number, and the last one's gonna be their group of 5 on this date. But it's not necessarily going to like be a detail that they pick up on as the cast, but them opening the journal has this little clue, for the audience to kind of hang on to if they're interested in picking up little clues like that. Because by the end, I want it to be like kind of substantiated that the hunter kind of has been trying to capture or kill this thing that took out his family for a while, and he's been doing it at the expense of other people for a couple years at least. So that's one of the things that I have to kind of establish early on. pretty good narrative for the Hunter at least. Maybe it's because I can see how it ends. Is why I like it more than what I know about the current cast. Yeah. But yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of little things here and there. Like if the characters stumble into a trap that obviously a hunter made, they might have like an instance where even we as the audience will look at it and be like, yeah, he's doing this on purpose. But then we'll have like a couple of events that absolve him, sort of. Like maybe he will, come to their rescue and um, show like, how much he didn't mean for this to happen or something, right? And he's always telling people to like kind of like leave. So that's another piece of information, I guess, or at least he's told the some other residents or people. But then by the end of it, we figure that okay, there are variables that he doesn't need to that that might like interrupt his little thing here, or um, that's just his way of kind of getting out of the situation or something. Like maybe he saves some of the characters because the characters need to be alive for them to be pursued by that thing, right? Basically, just taking care of the bait. But yeah, I'll have to kind of figure out exactly what scenarios I want to build. Uh, and I don't know if I'll make them like necessarily airtight or not. We'll see how it works out because I'm kind of winging it with a lot of things. But getting it to just kind of give that feeling of like, oh, this guy's suspicious, but he might be good after all. To oh, he was evil the whole time. To like sell that, I want it at least to do that and not make it cheap, right? You know, use chopsticks? Yeah. I don't use them often, so every time I do use them, I kind of have to readjust. But yeah, I can pick up grains of rice and stuff like that. Not a problem. I actually, if I eat chips, I would use chopsticks for that, especially if they're like for example, Cheetos or something, where there's a lot of stuff that gets stuck to your fingers. Still can't figure them out. Too uncivilized and have to use forks instead of sticks. Um, I'm assuming you probably tried it, a lot of stuff, but one of them doesn't move. That's the easy way to like you just kind of have it. Oh, let me. Too bad I'm not streaming uh with my hand cam. But yeah, the way I use it, it's just that one doesn't move, and the top one is just you getting used to being able to like line it up. Maybe that's why I'm not an artist. You need to weeb max. Yeah, I can pick stuff up with my pencils here I'm using on those chopsticks. It's probably not good form. I don't know how you're supposed to use them, but it works. You just use them like pincers. Hmm. the FP cost of this technique is like 3, 4 times higher, probably even more than that if I have to do more complex subject matter. Focus points cost. FP. Another thing that I like about this method is there's something that a lot of artists tend to especially have a issue with editors and like I guess more like industry types I guess they don't particularly have this, but for artists and a lot of the public, they tend to really like the sketchy stage, and they tend to feel a lot of the times that uh, a lot of the energy is just lost when you transition from the sketches to the line art, which is true, even though like you know uh, you gain clarity and stuff like that, right? I feel like with this method, I'm gonna be able to retain a lot of the retain more of the sketchy quality. Obviously, there's gonna be a level of refinement that I'm gonna go for still, because that's just the way I am, and a lot of it's gonna kind of get buried on their tones and shading and stuff. But the underlying energy, I think, is going to be more present than if I were to do the sketch and then do the line art on top of the sketch. I feel like that guarantees that you lose um, that raw energy. And I already know what the next challenge is going to be after I kind of become accustomed to this method. It's going to be how can I bring this method, or can I bring this method uh, from traditional, or from digital to traditional? Because this method is right now really relying on the fact that you can correct any mistake in digital. The level of drawing proficiency that I'd have to do that is going to be really, really high. It's probably not even worth thinking about for now. Yes, thinking about that discussion about the whole editing thing, or have contact with anyone in the industry, or is it all along the grapevine and Twitter discussion about the whole editing thing? Wait, which one I can't even remember what I was talking about before. Editing. I don't know. Oh, what was it? Remind me again. Are you talking about yesterday about the cameras, or I mean, it's just supposedly a problem a lot of artists are coming across. Which editing thing? Editors? Do you mean like editors for manga? It can go either way for those if you are talking about that. Like sometimes they can improve the manga, especially if it's like, in the context of serialization. But obviously sometimes they could hurt the vision because they don't necessarily share it. It's more so their job to make sure that the comic is making its numbers and stuff right, and is like marketable. Like it's not going in some direction that maybe is off brand or something. If That's just like an industry kind of thing that people know. Like it's what do you call it? Common knowledge, I guess. That bit. But if it's something else, I can't remember. And I'm curious about what exactly you were referring to because I'm trying to trying to remember previous conversation, but I can't. Hello, Endless Dragons. How you doing? I'm sketching weirdly right now because I'm trying out a method to eliminate the sketch stage by just jumping into the drawing. It's messy, but yeah, I think it'll save me time in the long run if I manage to develop um, this technique. Do you find this drawing excellent? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, draw along with me. Are you working on like any particular thing? Illustration of something or comic or maybe just practicing, studying. Drawing a voodoo clown dragon. That's sick. That sounds sick. You scary. That's cool. I'm making him into a dragon puppet soon. I see. Well, if he's scary, we like scary over here. Hand drawing, excellent. Yeah. Prefer to hand draw, but I'm not gonna do this technique hand drawn because that would require me to draw with ink, and it would just be too much. Um, at the stage that I'm at right now, because I don't have the stuff to draw him on PC. There's a free program called Krita, or do you mean like you don't have a drawing tablet? Because then, yeah, you would need a drawing tablet to do that. Oh crap! Is Blue live? Did I miss, or did she not start yet? Scheduled in 13 minutes. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. The time change didn't affect them in the same way. Um, at least not yet. I think the time change happens after. But he reminds me of a Doberman that's on crack. Yeah, I don't own a drawing tablet. Okay, yeah, I see. Doberman that's on crack. A cracker man. A Dober crack. Like he has the shape of a Doberman, but in doll form. It's like a snout and stuff. Uh, yeah. Crap. It's signed me out again. I'll deal with that later. This would be on a different layer if we're doing this properly, but I just want to test it right now. Interesting. Looking good, by the way. Thank you. Let me show you what I normally do. So basically, we were doing comic, and I have 4 pages done. These are the characters. My issue is that I'm not feeling like I have a handle on drawing them. So I wanted to do some sketches uh, of them. These are the five, the main cast, and hopefully kind of drill it in my head uh, what they look like, because there'll be a lot of expressions here on this page and here on this page. Looks so good, yeah. Yeah, they're turning out good. This one we completed. Well, I completed it earlier today, but we were working on it yesterday, and throughout the week, really. But yeah, it's turning out nicely. Oops. Do you know what Five Nights at Freddy scare security breach? I guess is what you. Yeah, I do know of it. I don't really know much about it though, like the lore and stuff. I think like the most I know is, are those like robot things actually the kids or something? I don't really know much about it, but I think that's part of the lore. Well, I hand draw my own comic of it. Oh, okay. Sorry for my English, no problem. Your English is just fine. What language do you typically speak normally? Spanish or something else? Espanol, Francais, Deutsch. What do you speak? Ruski. English is your first language? I'm just dyslexic. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's no problem. And I do replace my O's with I's for no reason. Or, uh, like, do you flip them sometimes too then? Because, like, if you were to write out the word noise, um, do you spell it like this? Or do you just, like, flip these two? Flip them? Oh, when I'm spelling ill, spell like you'll. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'll say you. You. You fool. And I flip numbers. Which number? All of them, or or just like specific one? 13, I'll say 31. So just all of them. Uh, Interesting. Damn. Math class must be must be interesting. Like I was saying, I was 5'8" to somebody, and it's 8'5". Damn. Bro was a giant. 'It's a nightmare being this dyslexic. I swear it is. 10 out of 10 English, yeah. Well, it makes some interest at least. It's considered like a special seasoning, I guess. I promise I'm not 8. and just dyslexic is thrown into the pot of problems like social anxiety. Do you feel like social anxiety is just like not being used to certain social situations, or is it like a legit debilitating problem? Maybe for some people, I guess it's a debilitating problem. Because like I remember when I first started streaming, I was so nervous that I was like sweating from my armpits. But like now it's not an issue. Like even if sometimes I don't stream for a while, I'll still get that feeling again, but I'll be able to push through it pretty easily. And the thing is that like I'm not at all shy in real life, so I don't know what exactly it is about streaming that was so nerve wracking. Nerve wracking. Social anxiety is where you don't like being around lots of people and can make it to where you don't talk to many people. That's all. That's like me normally. I thought it was like you're anxious. Like you start to um get like physical symptoms of, maybe there's different degrees of it too. Like you will be sweating and heart palpitations, breathing heavily, stuff like that. Not able to think well. I have ADHD, so I can't stop moving when I get anxiety. You are the quintessential Zoomer. It's one with so many problems. Honestly, I like a lot of these things. I feel like are considered problems nowadays, but it's just like kind of normal to be like that. Like at least for me, like I didn't like to, for example, ever do presentations in school. That hasn't changed now. Like I can talk with people just normally. If there's too many people, of course, I don't really like that situation. Um, but it's not like something I can't manage. But like if there's suddenly like a presentation type scenario, then suddenly my brain shuts down and I just get really, I don't know, nervous or something. And I think that's normal. I think they try to make it seem like it's not normal because I don't know, there's like extroverted society or something. I don't know. I'm a cook and I love seeing people happy because of my food. What's your do you like to cook? Any specific type of dish or like style of cuisine, I guess? Tacos and sweets. Speaking of tacos, she's late. No, that's fine because then I can probably rate her. How long has it been? Yeah, 2 hours. So whenever she starts, I'm just gonna rate into her. Oh wait, no. There's only like one person here. That's probably just you, moron. Tacos is what tipped you off. Yeah. Um, Japanese fluffy pancakes. There's a place around where I'm at, or was at least, that had like this nice place that you could get really thick Japanese style pancakes. I don't even know if the guy's still open anymore, but yeah, I like those. Not easy to make because you need to cook them and steam them at the same time. Yeah, I've seen like some of the cooking videos. Um, yeah, and it's like pretty complicated little procedure, but I think like it's one of those things where once you get used to it, I guess you can get it down. Kind of like omelets and stuff like that, or the omelet rice thingy. For some reason I feel like eating eggs now that I mentioned omelet. I think there's some other stuff I should eat. I have some beef. And you can't get the egg whites with the egg yolks because the whites is mixed with sugar and I think flour to make it fluffy. See, they do sell egg whites alone, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't like buying it. I feel like something's wrong with it. But they sell it if like I don't know, you want to make shakes and stuff. I guess baking too. Well, you're lucky because where I live, they don't sell those in stores. They're at my Costco. live in a state where that if there was one, it's probably the next state over. Damn. Are you Midwestern then? I guess like you're probably Midwestern. I hear that they lack certain amenities, I guess. Like things that are common in other states are sometimes not so common in Midwestern states, certain Midwestern states. I guess in certain parts of states too, because states are pretty, like each state is pretty big. Northwest, guess like Montana. I don't know. Mm-mm. Near South Carolina. I see. Like right above it. I see. I haven't been around anywhere that isn't like the eastern seaboard, basically. Like I lived in Florida for a couple years. I used to go to New York, not the city, just like the state, like Pennsylvania area and stuff like that. But I haven't been out to the Midwest or to the West in general. Quite a few friends, I guess you could say that. Acquaintances, whatever. I have quite a few people that I know that are from states that I haven't been to. Never left North Carolina. Sadly. Oh, so you want to? Like to live or just to visit places? Because I found that like everywhere has its pluses and minuses. It's not really always the case that one place is better than another to live, unless I guess we're talking about California or something like that. But I'm sure like even in California, because I have people I know there, that there's like certain areas that are just fine, relatively, I suppose. Visit, yeah. Maybe go east for the winter because I can't take the cold. Oh, well, that's funny because I moved back to Canada from Florida because I couldn't take the heat. So yeah, I guess it's just people preferences, I guess, with weather types. Like it's 64 degrees right now. Like no, like yeah, I'm able to read it. It's in context, right? So I can pick it up. No worry about uh having to correct. Yeah, gotta love insomnia. Are you not able to sleep? Not sleeping, then sleeping for 3 hours, not being and not being tired is fun. That's rough. That's yeah. So when do you eat? And when do you exercise or do like physical activity? Because those are two, I guess, of the biggest things that help me regulate my sleep, or at least try to manage it better. At around 10 in the morning because I don't eat in the morning because I can't take sweet things in the morning, and I walk my street. I don't eat breakfast. I don't know. I just can't. I don't feel like eating. I don't have an appetite in the morning. If I like eat meals, I will get tired. I'll get sleepy. So then I usually take a nap if that sleepiness hits, and I can take a nap. Then I take a nap. Get the sleeping while I can. Because after that, if like I don't take the nap, then I become wired and I can't fall asleep for sometimes the rest of the day. A little something in the morning, not much like a snack. Yeah. I think like if there's something I can quickly eat with a coffee, then I will do that. But usually too lazy to do that in the morning. I'll eat breakfast for lunch, and then I'll eat a good dinner, and then if I can, or if I feel like it, especially in winter, I'll eat a nighttime snack because you need calories to keep yourself warm. Me just drinking a pot of coffee by myself for no reason. I'm trying to switch from coffee to cocoa beans or cacao, I guess cacao, chocolate beans because they're more nutritious and they have less caffeine, and it probably, I'm assuming it tastes better, but we'll see how that goes because I have yet to find like a good supplier, I guess. Not like too expensive and decent quality. My thing is I have two cats, and in the winter my back will be the hottest thing in the house, and they will sleep on my back. They will sleep on my stomach. I sleep on my back, but my back is also it gets nuclear. It goes nuclear, so yeah. And the cats are just like the heating pad, the human heating pad. Stuck on my sniper hours because they will not move, and I don't have the heart to move them. That's rough. One's all white, and the other is a long hair calico. I wanted a giant, like, you know those, I think they're Maine Coons, is what they're called? The giant cats? I wanted one of those. But I'm not geared to take care of pets and stuff, so it would become an inconvenience for me at some point. So I decided that I'll just let my brother get all the pets and I'll just visit his house whenever I want to pet the dog or the cats. I want to hear those cats and name it Baldy. And a cream colored cat to name it Butter, and a corrugated to name it Toast. So when I call them, I can say, "Come, butter toast." I'm gonna try a shading layer. I designed them to be like ink washes, but uh, they don't need to necessarily be like that. and snake's name in Noodle. Yeah. What snake would you get if you got a snake? Ball python. Yeah, I guess that's uh better than a venomous a venomous snake. If it's yellow, I'm gonna name it banana noodle. All right, so I guess here in scenes where I don't need this like a degree of oppressive energy where it's like okay the shading is going down like on the neck and stuff here. I guess I won't use the shading like that. Hmm. I make tiny hats for them. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a nap before I pull an all nighter. It was nice talking to you. Yep. Thanks for hanging around. Have a good one. I'm probably gonna end soon, anyways. But I'm waiting for someone to start. Scam underscore dark blue. Alright, place your bets. 10. Roll. Will I get and B? Either one. Without knowing your pity or anything. Um, I don't really know what I'm betting, but I'll say yes just because you should get and B. Oof, got both of the A rank bet. Damn. I need to pull for her weapon. The no, that was someone else. Yeah, I need to pull for Ambi's weapon. I think I'm gonna have 10 today. Nice thing about this shading method is that I don't really have to worry about how rugged, I guess, the brush that I'm using to shade is, because we use the diffusion tool to break down all the edges wherever they really need to be broken down. They don't need to be broken down everywhere, but it adds some noise texture. That's nice. Oh, I still need to practice them a lot. It looks too different. Like, it looks like it could be the same character. Yeah, actually, like, it's passable. It's just the expressions, I guess, are pretty different. And in this one, there's shading, and this one there's not shading, so that could also be throwing it off a little bit. Hmm. Now, obviously, the last bit of shading is missing on the face. So, let me do that. Hmm. Let me try one last touch that I did think about before, but I haven't applied it to any of the drawings yet. Where? I'll just throw it on top of this for convenience. Because her hair is blonde, if I can throw white streaks here and there. Some really nice hair it usually is, but this one looks so silky. Yeah, it's a, I guess, slightly different approach. Might be a lack of shading on top. Yeah. I'm trying to do like a blonde hair specifically in a certain way. I've been trying to figure it out for a while. How to do it in a way that's distinct. Like the eyelashes are pretty difficult to get because how do you get them to stand out, right? And I also like my drawing to be a little more tight than this, but it's fine. Like it's not horrible because at this zoom level, which is the zoom level that the drawing would be at if it was like printed, you can still see too much of the unrefined areas. Now let me switch back to this thing. Uh, let's see what I did here. So yeah, I clean it up with a lot more. I clean up the line work a lot more. So let me try to apply some of that retroactively and see how it goes. I think the primarily thing I did was apply thicker lines to like the inside. And like just more lines in general where like the shading areas and stuff are. Which I guess will reduce the silkiness of it a little bit. Like the soft, fluffy, kind of floaty feeling. Which makes sense because when you become more precise, like when you're trying to do more precise things with the drawing, it loses like a certain free quality, and maybe that's why it becomes, it loses that like floaty feeling, I guess. RSA Floyd, hey, how you doing? Nice sketch, thank you. Hello, Sparrow, how you doing? And Kiwi. Hello, my goodness. What the fuck? How's monster hunting been going, Kiwi? Canvas size for this is 3000 by 3000, but this is a sketch file. I'm trying to figure out um how to sketch the character in a way that I want, because I was working on comics. I have 4 pages completed right now, but the consistency of the characters, I want it to be a little bit more uh better, I guess. I didn't do a lot of preparation that one should do when they start a comic, like character reference sheets and stuff like that. So I guess I'm doing that retroactively at this point. I just kind of want to get a handle on some of the characters before I do the follow-up panels, because there's going to be a lot of expressions and poses and stuff. But for the comic, each page is larger than 3000 by 3000. It's probably like uh let's open one and find out actually. I can't remember. Been good, been drawing my favorite boy as I took a break from drawing for a while. Well, who's your favorite boy? Can't remember. Is it Beck? Oh wait, or is it Dante? I don't know, I can't remember. Let me see, what was the size? Posted in the art channel of mine and Levy's. Okay, I'll check that. I do have my Discord open right now, so I can check it right now. Uh, Let me see what the canvas properties are. I have to translate this to pixels. So it's not exactly this, because the cropping will cut out all that white space that you see. It says 3000 by 4000, so wait, there's probably a way for me to check this by opening an image. Is this a cropped? Yeah, this one's cropped, so let's see how big it is. Okay, so 2005, it's 2600 by 3600. So that's not that big actually. Let's see what's Kiwi made. Mm, art safe for work. Wait, are you football guy or is this Beck? Oh wait, it starts with K, so I guess you're football guy. You're football guy. I'm assuming you're cool with me showing this. Yeah, if you want, I'll do it. Hold on. Oops. Oh shit. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I know which monster this is, but I didn't play Monster Hunter, so I don't know what its actual name is. Nasty boy. Kezu, he's blind and nasty. Gross. But yeah, glad that you're feeling better to draw. Even if you just draw the nasty boys. a little bit closer to what it was before. So I guess I have to manage thick and thin lines a little bit more, and be a little bit more intentional with um, the shading, cross hatching stuff. Hello, Lord Drex. How you doing? Doing good, brother. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. We got further with the comic, so I don't remember exactly where we were left off, but we're now done this page. I just need to figure out like uh the sound effects, I guess, for the final detail. Um, so yeah, here we go. And basically, the stream, all I was doing was trying to figure out how I'm sketching characters and just thinking through the process so I can have some things, uh, have some of the skill points, I guess, that I need for this drawing method I'm going for. Where will I post it? It will be a while before I post it, but I'll be posting it in webcomic or webtoon format, um, and in traditional format. But so the traditional format will come out a lot later because I obviously have to get a lot more pages done. With the webtoon format, I can chop up pages to kind of get a release done faster. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, no, this is the old one. My bad. This is the new one because I decided to make it higher resolution so that I don't have to resize everything, including the dialogue. And I found out that I can actually make a really, really long strip, and the Webtoon website will cut it up for me. So that's useful to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 5 pages. I need a lot more than that though. I need probably like, for first release. Actually, you know what? I won't worry about it. Like if it barely makes 10 pages, if it ends on, I guess, specific points, I think that's good enough. So like if this ends on them reaching the cabin, and then the next release is whatever they're doing, um concluding on like a vital point, then I'll do that. This will be fire though. Yeah, I hope so. I kind of was winging it, but I'm trying to make the parts of it work together a little better. Essentially, it's about a group of young adults in that transition period of life, deciding that they'll take like a break before they embark on adulthood, and they go into a forest to have a little camping trip. But there's essentially going to be like a monster there. So let me see if I can just, because the summary is not really going to tell you much. It's more like a hook kind of thing. So yearning for yesteryear's song, a posse of friends chased the hum of cicadas as they clung to the fading warmth of summer. The cicadas only whispered then, watching something in the quiet as strangers passed. They knew that whoever didn't leave with the season suffered to learn why cicadas whispered in autumn. And this title is Cicadas Whispered in Autumn. Wow, title drop. So that's what we're going for there. We're going for like a little bit of a horror thriller type thing. The log line of this was just camping out like kids before they venture off into adult life. Friends find themselves alienated from each other as an alien entity stalks them from behind their very own facade. So one of the central themes, or I guess the central theme, is going to be authenticity. Um, Hopefully that gives you a decent idea of what this is. Hook these nuts. Yeah, it took all that time to explain it, and this is what I get. Yeah, it's somewhat of a script, uh, but not much of one because I'm deciding that I'm going to just chop out pieces of the process that you would traditionally do just because I need to produce quickly. I don't see you using EXT or INT. What is that? External or internal? Sorry, I made many professional scripts. Yes, it's for that. External, internal? No. So let me show you how weird my scripts look. I'm trying to get rid of this process though, so my scripts are more like, I guess, movie scripts, or they're in consideration with like cinematography kind of approach. Where did I put them though? Here? Okay, yeah, here. So my scripts are like this. The panel is the first panel. Uh, then we have close up. That's what CU means. S, I think that just means like standard or something. There was like a thingy here. I can't even remember because I'm deciding to not use it. But we have time, we have place, etc., etc. Then we have the lines, SFX. Then we have same thing. It goes from page to page, and it's just tiresome. It's tiresome to do. It allows me to collapse it like this so I can get it to look a little neater though. If I can just skip over that and just wing it, that would be really nice. And why not try it? I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes because a lot of what you do in storyboarding and script writing is for collaborative effort to work on a project with a team. And I'm not working with a team, I'm working solo. So we'll see how that goes. Sounds cool though. Been lurking in some streams. Yeah, I hope it works out. We'll see how it goes. It's like heading a scene, for example, INT. Yeah, yeah. So like INT house is like inside, and then EXT is an outdoor setting. But that's sick. That's good to know that you made many professional scripts. Do you do that for your personal stuff too, or is it mostly just for work? A playwright, not just a script for a comic. Yeah, thinking for college. I see. Yeah, so I haven't really done much work that I need to figure out. Um, Very basic things about even Act One. That's how ill prepared I am. But I haven't hit a wall yet, technically, or like narratively. So I'll keep developing it with a very loose approach and see how it goes. Study film and animation. I did animation for a year, but I dropped out. One, because I wasn't really learning much, and two, it was too expensive. Uh, Hopefully your course is is better. I'm sure it is because it's film and animation. Mine was just uh like media arts and animation or something. They essentially had the course set up to connect you with like going through the course was basically their bullshit to get your money, and the only benefit was them really connecting you to industry, studios, and whatever. And the people who were already good were basically the people who were gonna get placement anyways. So you weren't really benefiting much as a student for that um, course. How much you mind? How much did you pay? If you don't mind me telling. Uh, man. Let's just say over $10,000. And I didn't get out of that until like a couple years ago. And I was 19, uh, 19, 20, maybe 20, 20 when I started. Let's say 20. So I didn't pay that off till I was like late 20s. Yeah. Which is more than a lot of the other people that I knew because they're still paying it. Some of them, not all of them. Especially the ones that stuck through. Aren't you like 5 years old though? Yeah, pretty good for 5 years. Pretty good for a 5 year old. Bachelor's degree, yeah. Mine was like that too, but of course I didn't go through with it. But $318 for your for college per semester. Yeah, yeah, that's very good. That's very good. I don't like remembering about that money because I feel like it's such a setback in life. But oh well, that's how it went. Yeah, money it does come and go, but I could have had more. Like technically, I've saved up way more than I spent since then, obviously, right? Because I want to have a down payment in a couple of years, but that's yet to be seen. Like the house prices are here, particularly, I guess, like almost everywhere, are like you can't basically buy a house unless you're moving out really, really far. So I want to move out really, really far, as far as I can go without or with good internet. Need to go. I'll see you whenever I can. Gotta work on poster design. All right. Have a good time. And I'll see you when I see you. Oh yeah. Let me hit save. Either way, I think I should probably end now. I've been going on for quite a while. Um, I don't think Blue started streaming. Let me actually check just to make sure. Either way, I think everyone here is pretty much gonna be watching her if she starts anyway, so not really any point in waiting around to raid. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, and hopefully we catch her. Yeah, I think I have a better, like a little bit better grasp on what I'm going for, like the steps that I need to pay attention to. Um, Still needs like more refinement and stuff like that. But either way, I'll see you guys when I see you, probably in Blue Stream. So yeah, see ya, see ya. And to YouTube, see you guys.